I have something similar. You may be interested. Let's see what kind of tricks you've got. Ludokan grips the calabash tightly and remains silent for some time. He finally issues his proclamation. The twin perils of war and poverty have ravaged us swamp people and eroded our dreams, but I must have things wrong this time. You're an extraordinary warrior. My granddaughter trusts you. I also trust her judgment. Ludokan pokes off with his staff, hunching his back to turn and say, These old eyes can't see much anymore, but I hope our children, the children of Umbra, will one day see it all. Suddenly seeming like the frail old man he should be, Ludokan gazed out into the distance with a sparkle in his eye. Ludokan signs the ceasefire with the condition that the Ifrit stop their attacks and that the remaining clans accept it as well. Regardless, the Thur have put their name on the parchment. It's a step forward. Yeah, that is here's Rabbi and Ishtar. They're fighting together. I have all 5 tribes, but the game never registered this as complete, so hopefully that doesn't bug me out. It's going to be annoying to have that there, but I'm kind of hoping that when I eventually destroy all of the Dakin, that this will automatically fail and get rid of itself. I get so much good gear, I don't want to have to replay the last 30 days just to actually get this quest officially complete. But we're going to go ahead and move on with the game. The Nasir ride like sand through the wind, passing back and forth between valleys and mountains with ease. Take another close look at the ceasefire you've negotiated. It's like a dream that's come true. You realize that you've lost track of how long you've been chasing this down, but the peace and stability that lays ahead can't help but set you at ease. You've traveled to many places. I now get trade permits with every place, though I think I already had trade permits with every place by this point. You've traveled to many places recently, and each time you set foot on a new piece of soil, you always inquire passerbys whether or not they've seen the girl in gray-blue turban. But after all this time, you still know nothing about Ilayda's whereabouts. Could you be lost already to the icy eastern tundra of Ilyas? You quickly shake off such negative thoughts and check your palm once again, waiting for that familiar blue glow to gleam once more. At that very same moment, in the far, far east, on the other side of the Ilyas Mountains. East of the Ilyas Mountains. Damn it! I walked straight into this trap! The stone of image that the Ifrit Void Master gave me is apparently some kind of spirit trap, and activating the stone also activates the trap. I thought he actually trusted me. Is it because of the river goddess's blood coursing through my veins? Forget everything else. Concentrate only on cracking this imprisonment. Lack of discipline could cost me my life here. Mantis, stay away from the Ifrit. Don't get too close. Ilayda? Why is my mind suddenly filled by Ilayda's cries? Help me, help! Blah! He turned to look, but just at that very moment, the poor passerby is snatched up by the pursuing Ifrit, who rips his throat out whole. Blood gushes out in arcing spurts, splashing onto your boots. What are you guys doing?
We are feeding.
Although long dead, the stranger's stare somehow remains transfixed on you, as still blaming you for your inaction due to cutscene stupidity. You haven't heard? Your chief has entered into contract with the princess.
Contract? A contract, he says. I tell you what. How exactly should I put this? Yes, that's right. People are so easily deceived. Just like that princess. How is she doing these days? The stone of image is jinxed. I should be unable to move by now. Cold, hungry, and angry. Poor thing. If she was still here with us, the Void Master wouldn't have sent so many troops.
Stone of image? What on earth have you done to the stone of image?
Do I misspeak your human tongue? Or your pathetic human ears and brain failing you? That stupid princess is probably already frozen to death. She can't shake off magic that powerful.
Ifrit tilts his head and looks at you. The sinews, a rippling rock in his face, make it hard to determine any emotion whatsoever, but his eyes clearly betray sarcasm and contempt. I will never forgive you.
Blech.
You shift your weight down, and crouching on tiptoes, you ever so slightly unsheathe your weapon inch by inch. Then with a sudden shing sound, a flash of light glints in the dark. A flash of light glints in the dark. Before the dust has even settled to the ground, Ifrit falls dead to the ground, right beside the poor man he'd just murdered. You squat down and pass your palm over the face of the deceased man, forcing his eyes closed. God rest ye. You feel a sudden, unknown pressure forcing your pupils down into pinpricks. The voice of Ilayda you heard echoing around your mind's eye draws into sudden, sharp focus. Mantis, stay away from the Ifrit! The war horns have sounded. Despite drawing all the tribes together on the pathway to peace, you still have no way to stop the perfidious onslaught of the Ifrit. Meanwhile, Princess Ilayda has been kidnapped beyond the Ilyas Mountains, if she even remains alive. The tribes are starting to turn on you because of the Ifrit's assault, blaming their weakened defenses on all the tribal work you've been doing. Violent fires have been kindled and ignited. Now, like the flickers of a flame, the Ifrit goad you. War has erupted. I wonder if that's intentional. So, like, it says that they turn on me, but it actually raises my stats instead of decreases it. So I wonder if it's intentional that it goes up, or if that's just a bug. So the Ifrit have now spawned, and these guys, for whatever reason, they actually do leave the Ifrit nation, and you can hire them, and they are great. Frost Arrow, not interested. You had something else before that was more interesting, but I didn't have the Jade at the time. Yeah, we gotta find some Ifrit battalions. That's a skirmisher, I don't think he counts. He might. I guess I'll try one. Next one I see. Man, not a lot of Ifrit battalions. Haven't found a single one yet. Alright, I'll try an Ifrit skirmisher and see if that does anything. There's an Ifrit battalion. Okay, why is he at all hostile to me? Everybody's at peace with me. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any. There's no like Tran faction that they're negative at me. That they're all good relationships. I need one more Phoenix. Are you looking for me? You take out the letter from Aram. A letter from Ilyas Mountains. Eyes filling with tears. So he still remembers me. Holding the letter. Thank you. This is a small token of my gratitude. Please accept it. The Deeb or the Nasir tribe. Actually, I don't care about accomplishments. I just hope he's safe. Did I hit this already? I think I did, but just in case. I did. Is there a jade chest somewhere in here? Up there. Go check it out. Stunned. Damn it, don't think that's the last of this. We won't let you get away with this, the bandits retreat. Actually, that does remind me. I should go ahead and turn this on, Militia, so I get more troop XP. Let's mark that. Jade chest. I can just find the keyboard. Whatever you do, don't go to the Akal. They are cruel people. The Akal Sultan is the worst, a total hypocrite and a moral coward. This is a blind vagabond. He cursed the Akal and their Sultan. That's what happened. They should all be flayed by the Ifrit. I hope those wicked people who stole my house are haunted by ill fate. They are worse than beasts. I hope they are devoured by the Ifrit. Your house. My house has been stolen, said Fulgur and Ilam. He threw me out to live on my own, while he owns several properties. His house seems to be in possession of a rich man. Help him. Really, you'll help me? Heaven's eyes must be looking upon me to send me such a kind person. Alas, I do not have eyes of my own. My house was taken by a man named Ilam, a local landowner with dirty money. Let me tell you, don't believe anyone who tells you that the house was purchased. I'm so poor that I wear my clothes inside out. There's a rat hole covered by mud in the southeast corner of the house. I used mud to block it, which proves that the house was once mine. You are a kind person. You can see that a blind man like me can't survive for many more days in the open. You have to save me. Shame. Selling the house only solved things for a moment. Now the children need a place to live. What to do? Could it be he sold the house to Elam? Inquire further. Yes, I sold the house to Elam, but you mentioned someone said the house belongs to him? You described the person's appearance. So it's him. His name is Shiraz. He was seriously ill. I found him dying on the side of the road. I placed him in a small hut and nursed him back to health. When he recovered, rather than thank me, he chose to continue staying there. I just took it in stride as a good deed. Shiraz was once a bit of a local ruffian. I thought he would change his ways after a near-death experience. Instead, he just became more rambunctious. Then he molested a woman in public. I caught a guard to stop him, and the guard punched out one of his eyes. With the help of the guards, he was driven out. However, around that time, the children I rescued became sick with some infectious disease. I needed money urgently, so I sold the house to Elam at a low price. Now the children are still ill, and they've been cast out on account of their illness. I mean, I want to do both. I can give him money and get the house back. The house doesn't help him get medicine, but I feel like that's getting the quest more involved or more complete. So we'll help him get the house, I guess. I will help you get the deed. Thank you. This is not some simple matter. Please don't put yourself at risk. You tell him what the chief told you. Damn, wicked people always complain. Look at me, I'm just skin and bones. You think I go around molesting women? A woman could knock me out with a single punch. Don't believe him. He'd say anything to get the house. You might have had it before, but I bought it already. I paid a lot of money, though I don't remember the exact amount. I trusted him, so we didn't make it official. You know why I am where I am today? It's not because of what he said. It's because I was drunk and was able to see through the lies of the Akko Sultan. He always wanted to rule these deserts, but without putting forth any effort of his own. Those Akko idiots have always been tricked by their wise king. The deed to my house is in the hands of a man called Elam. Please help me get back what is mine. I will thank you generously. Elam is near Dunestorm's northern outpost. Go there and return quickly. Okay, this is actually a new quest to me. I've never done this one. So let's see what happens if I just give him the money. Thank you, thank you. Take good care of the children. I will, thank you, thank you. We lost Utar. Oh, interesting. So let's try. Okay, so let's hold off on the money for now. We'll get the deed first. So I could probably give him the money and then give him the deed. That actually seems like a really good solution. The homeless guy gets a house and the guy who needs medicine gets money. I like that solution. Look at what? All I see is a slagger. What are you doing, sneak thief? Trying to steal? I want to return the house to someone. Return the house? What are you talking about? If I heard you correctly, you must have nothing but water in that head of yours. Go back to wherever you came from. Don't bother me. Explain your reasoning. I stole it. Are you out of your mind? You show Ilyam a rat hole covered by mud in the southeast corner of the house, just as the vagabond said. Surely you're not that gullible. Come on, let's count your coin. Come, I will teach you some manners. Take the house deed. This is the deed to the house. This is the contract signed at the time I bought the house. Get it? Take a good look. This is indeed the deed to the house and the contract. The seller wrote, in accordance with the laws of the northern outpost of Dunestorm, sold for 2,000 utar. At a glance, it doesn't look like a forgery. I bought it fair and square, you understand? Stole. Think about it before you help out some stranger. Don't be an idiot who gets played into becoming a thug. You're wondering how I can slack off in front of the boss? You think I'm going to tell you? If it weren't for that night when I followed him and he ran into... Why are you still here? I didn't say anything. Unfortunately, it's the time I can talk to him is right as soon as it becomes night. So I have to come back. I'm going to have to come back in a day. What will you do? Look at the deed and cut. And I'm sure I can buy it. Here, we'll do it. Why? Can you afford it? It's not impossible. For your sincerity, I'll give you the virgin price. 4,000 utar. Don't think you can haggle with me. Let me think it over. You don't have the coin. I've lowered the price as much as I can. So, yeah. I mean, I'm sure I can buy it, but I want to see what the quest, how the quest resolves itself. He doesn't see me at all. I'm so stealthy. Hey baby, I'm here. Scientist, open the door now. Who are you calling baby? I'm not ashamed. Why are you so early today? Hey, I bought a house near here. Buying a house has nothing to do with me, unless you bought it for me. I met someone who sold it to me for cheap. The owner of the North Dunestorm outpost sold it in a hurry for just 2,000 utar. What does that have to do with me? I'm close to you now. I can come visit whenever you like. You think I care about that? Stick with your wife. There's nothing I can do. I'm tough. I can handle things on my own. I don't need... Who's there? We've been found out. Who are you? Oh, it's you, the one asking about the house. This has nothing to do with me. I'm leaving. This was planned by that woman. Shut up. Don't you want the deed? The house isn't worth it. It's yours. It's yours. Before you can react, Ilyam stuffs the deed into your hands. He jabs a finger at your nose and casts a furtive glance. You got what you came for. You didn't see nothing. Nothing happened. You won't see me again, understand? Ilyam finishes speaking and leaves in a hurry. In any case, we have the deed. Yeah, let's make a save. See what happens when I give the deed to the chief. He falls on his knees. You keep quickly help him up. Take good care of the children. I will. Thank you. Thank you. And they both disappear. I get 500 gold and Norns roses by 59. Wow. Okay, let's try the other solution. Probably negative relationship. You have the deed. You want to give it to him? Sure. This is magnificent. Thank you. Thank you. You're a wonderful person. As promised, here's your reward. Please accept it. Please. It's got to be more than this, unless... That's nothing. That's nothing. As promised, here's your reward. Wow. The game, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to give the deed to both of them. Well, even though I would really like the massive relationship boost, I like the solution of giving him money to buy medicine. One day I found a gold coin in the sand. This coin wasn't like the utar we use now. It must be a relic from the Endless City. Could it be that there are ruins of the Endless City under my house? Massacre Knight, emblem unknown, sure. Ah, I didn't want one that was just plain. I'll take the wisdom crystal though. Alright, let's eat a wisdom crystal. I have 7,400 health. Stamina, learn rugged, another 1,000 health. Okay. I actually have more health than this warrior right here. 10 more health than Astrid. Fiercely stares at you. Suddenly feel a cold draft behind my back, and then he disappears. There's an ice cavern to the south of Snow Ridge. The snow and ice do not melt, no matter what time of year it is. Any who approach the ice cave becomes sick. The sickness causes people to become cold and tremble. Their limbs freeze and the person cannot move them. This cave has become a curse for the villagers. They seek an adventure to resolve the night for them. It takes about a day to get to the cave. There are rumors of strange curses and witchcraft there. Okay, so we have, I think, a cave, frost cave over there or something. Yeah, Amar and the Zagros giant formation. We definitely had to hit the library if it's time. I'm not sure it's time. Maybe it wasn't over here, but there is another dungeon somewhere. There it is. You reach the deepest part of the ice cavern. As expected, there's a strange figure here. You realize that you must defeat the guardian here to ensure the happiness of the people. The ground shakes. You find yourself face to face with the giants. Stamina, I guess. The Snow Bazaar has nothing interesting right now, so let's see if the Floor Bazaar has anything interesting. There's an apothecary, it's probably going to be. But the guy that sells White Rose stuff, he can actually sell you health scrolls that seem to raise your health permanently, so... Geesh, they're still fighting over there. Stamina potion, sure. Wahar Shell Crown plus basic forge tools. I don't think I have basic forge tools. Ring of Moonlight. I mean, sure, let's take a look at it. Undaunted and Seduce? Well, let's see what those things do. Troop takes reduced damage while under a negative status effect. This troop will seduce nearby troops when it is defeated? Okay. Let's go get us some basic forge tools. We can run over to Redstone Keep real fast. I still have to finish the stuff in Zagros Mountains, but the Floor Bazaar ends at day 180, so I gotta hurry. So the stamina potion makes it worth it. I still have to do Zagros Mountains again, because I did it, and then Floor disappeared. The Bazaar, that is. Alright, I got your tools, dude. Level 8, come on. It's been hard to make coin these years. We can only afford a tomb this far out, when we have to come to take care of it. I have to wonder, why build a tomb in such an empty place?